Hi there. I thought I would do a bit of a review on some new smokeless fuel that we've not used before. And if you go down and look at some of my previous vlogs, you'll see that I've done a number of sort of reviews and look at different smokeless coals and different smokeless fuels that are out there. For the last year or so, we've been using a brand called Ovals, and I've been absolutely chuffed to bits with the Oval smokeless fuel. Brilliant. They last for ages, great heat, and most importantly, very, very little ash. I'll just put a link up here if you want to go and have a look at those Ovals. Anyway, went to my supplier today, and they haven't got any in. So where am I now? We're towards the end of January 2021, in the height of a pandemic. Anyway, so whether or not people are just, I don't know, stocking up, and we've had a fairly cold winter with snow and ice. So, enough of me waffling. So I've got these, which are Realflame smokeless coals. If you see here, I don't know if you can see the smokeless fuels. Made by a company, or supplied by a company called Ace Energy. And allegedly suitable for closed appliances, open appliances, etc. So those that have seen anything that I've done in the past will know that our multi-fuel stove here is able to burn logs as well as coals. So obviously we're in a smokeless zone, so we only use the smokeless coals. So what we tend to do is we normally start our log burner off on coals, and it gives a nice bed for quite a few hours, to be honest. And then once the coals sort of start to die down a bit, we'll then start to put logs on. So as I say, this is a multi-fuel stove, and we've got dampers on the bottom, dampers on the top. In January, just after Christmas, well, sorry, we are in January. Just after Christmas, we've replaced the rope seal on this. We put some new fire bricks in the back of it. We scrapped out the chimney in the autumn. So in a few weeks, well, more end of February time, we'll be giving that chimney another sweep. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of these coals, and I tend to build a little bed of them. We'll put some cinders on. We'll leave a slot where I can put in some fire lighters, and then I'll just sort of build up the coals on top. So let me sort of start that, and I'll get the camera and you can have a little a look closer up. Okay, so this is the way we do it. Obviously everybody else will do it differently. So I've got a coal bucket at the side of the fire, and I normally put half dozen or so of the coals down on the base. So sort of work my way around. And then on the side there. So that now gives a little bit of height, and just leave a gap and be able to get a firelight into here. Then I'm just going to build up a layer with some tinder, making sure we've got plenty of airflow. There we go. And in a bit, it's a little bit early at the minute, it's only 3:30, so in a bit, normally sort of 5 o'clock-ish, I'm going to put a fire lighter underneath here, start getting some of the tinder going, then we'll add some more of these coals. So this is what they look like. So I normally, as I say, have a bucket of these at the side of the fire, which you can see here, and this makes sure that things are perfectly dried out. So we'll come back in a little bit when we actually light up this for this evening. Right, so just had my tea and going to light up the fire for the night. So coming back to what I showed you before, we've got the some of the coals on the bottom, tinder. I'm going to get a fire lighter, and this is how we do it. So put that into there now, and just lift up these bits of tinder, and you can see this all okay, yeah. And then what we'll do now is we'll build up a pile with some of these coals on. There you are there. And what we'll do now, close down the door. And so this is explained earlier, it's a multi-fuel burner. So we've got dampers on the bottom, dampers on the top for the airflow. So open those up, and I'm going to hold that now. Give it a little time for the coals to light, and then what we'll do, we'll come back in a bit when, well, all being well, we've got some flames from these new smokeless coals. Back shortly. Right, so here we go. Sometime later, I've put some more of these coals on, and as you can see, what an absolutely lovely glow we're getting from them, and this heat is really pumping out as well. Jury's out at the moment to know what the ash is going to be like in the morning. We'll wait and see. Oh, hang on a minute, my dog's trying to photobomb us. So maybe I may do a follow-up video, but if I open up the door here, so this is, there's a lot of heat coming up here. Let's zoom in a little bit. There you go, look at that. So just to pull this down a little bit, pulling the bottom damper down and the top one down, and then in an hour or two, when they just settle down later, we can put some logs on. So there you go. Hope you like that. If you did do, give us a thumbs up, give us a like. If you want notification for when I upload another video, hit that notification bell, ding ding, and you know what? I'll see you guys on the next one.